Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am doing a Q&A slash get to know me type of video. I don't think I've ever done a video like this before. I've done some pretty personal videos that talk about my life, but I've never just gone through and answered you guys' questions. So what I did was I put on Instagram, what do you guys want to hear in a Q&A? So I got quite a few questions from you guys and I'm going to go through as many as I can. And I'm also going to kind of fill in for questions that I've gotten like along the way, even if they weren't on that Instagram post. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So first of all, I just want to explain a little bit about background of myself. So I am originally from Michigan. I grew up right outside of Detroit in Grosse Pointe. And I went to college at Oakland University, go Golden Grizzlies. And then I actually studied biological sciences, didn't end up doing anything related to biology. I moved to LA in 2017. And back then, a lot of my videos were based on moving to LA, how to move to LA, how much it costs to move to LA, all those types of things. And I lived there for 3 years. And then I moved here and I live in Phoenix now. So that's just a little bit of background about where I've been. In case you guys are wondering, that's my little history and here I am. So I'm gonna get started on your questions that you had for me. Okay, so first question is, are you vegan? No, I am not vegan. I am absolutely not vegan. One time I did try to go vegan. We tried to do it for some of my friends tried to do it during the weekdays. Like we were supposed to be vegan Monday through Friday, and then on the weekend we were supposed to just eat whatever, because we had been like going out a lot and we were always like eating kind of junk food. So we were like, okay, we're gonna try and get our health on track. Let's do this. We were all encouraging and motivating each other, but I didn't make it past Wednesday. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like I was getting real cranky, and normally I'm like a very upbeat, happy person. Like it takes a lot to make me angry. I'm very calm. Like, and that week, like at the time I was a team lead in a sales job, and my team was like, hey, you're not really acting like yourself. You doing okay there? And then I went to Shake Shack like the same night. So with my friend Katrina. And like we always talk about it because the food tasted so good since we had been vegan for a couple days. Like the food tasted so much better. So no, long story short, I am not vegan. Someone asked, what fun activities do you do? YouTube, I guess. I don't really have that many different fun activities that I tend to do that often. I like to just hang out with my friends, go to restaurants, bars with them, things like that. Relax outside. I like to go to the pool, hot tub, all those like regular things. But I don't have any like special activities other than like recording YouTube videos, which is fun for me. I also like to watch YouTube videos. I don't do anything all that exciting, but I just try to live life to the fullest. Any opportunities that I get to do new fun activities I like to take, but I don't have anything that I do consistently. One thing I would like to be my activity is hiking. There's a ton of hiking trails out here, and I'd really like to start doing that more. The one thing about me is that it's hard to like get me to do regular exercise at the gym. But I'll go hiking. Like I like to go hiking, but right now it's like 100+ degrees every single day. So it's like 106 today. So like it's just too hot, and I don't know if I want to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go hiking to avoid the hot weather. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get some new activities soon. Someone asked, I would like to know what your advice for young YouTubers who are wanting to start. My advice, and I don't want to kind of give like the cliche advice of like, oh, be yourself, like, because you should be yourself. But something a little bit that I feel is like a little bit more meaningful is kind of to find a topic that you're passionate about and stick to that area. If you pick one section of something that you really like to do or something that you're really into and passionate about, not only will it help you because on camera you're being passionate about it, and I feel like people can feel that, and then also it narrows down the amount of topics that you can choose from. So kind of it makes it easier in your brain to think of your next video, or like make a full list of your next 10 videos even, because you're sticking with that same topic. Like you're not on overload trying to figure out like, okay, I could do any video in this whole wide world. What am I going to do? So I feel like that has helped me a whole lot. So that's one piece of advice that I would give to a new creator. The second piece of advice that I would give is to be patient. Everything's going to go at its own pace. So as long as you're making content that you're proud of and you feel like you have an audience that does like it and enjoy it, it doesn't really matter how big that audience is. That's one thing that I've learned. And I saw another YouTuber, like a really big YouTuber, say, I can't remember who it was, in their video, to make every video like it's gonna get 1 million views. So basically to put your all into every video, just like it's gonna be something that everybody sees. So I thought that that was a really good one too. But yeah, those are my pieces of advice. And also to just do it, because a lot of people just sit around like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Just do it. Just do it. So another question is, when did you start your handbag collection and how? I have always, like, even as a kid, I remember just like staring down people that had designer bags because I just liked them. I was just always kind of drawn to them. It was just interesting to me. And I remember back like a long time ago, one bag that really caught my attention. And I didn't buy it because I was young. I was maybe like, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 15, 16 years old. Like I wasn't like old enough to be having my own money. And I'm pretty sure I remember what type of bag it was. It was a Louis Vuitton Alma MM in dark pink vernis leather. And I just saw it. It was because I was getting my hair done. My hairdresser had this bag. And I saw it and I was just like, oh my goodness, that's the literal most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I remember like being just on the Louis Vuitton website since then. Even though like I couldn't buy anything, I didn't have any money, so I just would look, I would just browse. Now, you might not count this as my first designer bag, but I will tell you what I feel is the start of my collection. And I feel like it was back in the day when people were buying those Juicy Couture bags. I had I think it's called a Daydreamer bag. It's called something like that. I could be totally wrong. I'm gonna put a picture of it right here though. I had that Juicy Couture bag and nobody could tell me anything. That was a designer bag. I do not care what anybody says. That was a designer bag. It was great. It was amazing. I loved it. And then I don't know if you count this either. This is contemporary designer. But the second bag that I got was a Tory Burch tote. And I was obsessed with that bag. And that was back in, both of those bags, that was in 2010. And then the Tory Burch was in 2011. I believe. So that was a long time ago, obviously. But that's kind of what started it all. And I started really becoming obsessed with like all these brands out there and learning more about them. So I'm going to count my first actual designer bag as one that I purchased from the Louis Vuitton store. And that was in 2015, the year that I graduated from college. I got my Louis Vuitton Neverfull and Damier Ebene for myself as a graduation gift, and also something that like I bought for getting like my first big girl job. So yeah, that's what I'll count as like my first real designer purchase. I had purchased a few bags before that, but they were all in like really bad condition. So they were lower price. And I talked about one of them in the bags that I've sold video. But yeah, I would count that as probably like my first real designer bag. And that was back in 2015. Okay. The next question is, did you always know what you wanted your profession to be? No, I still don't know. I have no clue like what I want to end up doing, but I feel like I'm very much a person who tends to trust the universe and everything. And I feel like as long as you try to do the things that you're passionate about and you explore the things that you're interested in, like for example, like I love YouTube, I love handbags, I love fashion. I feel like as long as you try to put forth the effort to explore the things that you're interested in, then sort of things just end up finding you. So I've never had a clear vision of what I wanted to do. A lot of my life, or like not a lot of my life, but like a lot of my working life, I have worked in sales. This goes with the next question that I get all the time, which is, what is your profession? What do you do for a living? How do you afford to buy your bags? And that's part of why I wanted to make this video, kind of like explain my life, I guess. But first of all, as far as profession goes, so most of the time I've worked in sales. My job currently, I work for a payroll company. I don't have some type of special magical job where it pays me just like a ton of money. It's not like that. I do have a lot of help from my family, and that's how I'm able to do it. So I just want to be like very honest with you guys and very like upfront. I did talk about this in my handbag collection video when I talked about my Birkin. There are a lot of bags that I have that I've saved up for, of course, as well, but I did have family help with like some of my bags here. Specifically in that video, I was talking about the Birkin though. And that is something that a family member of mine was nice enough to purchase for me. And I am just extremely grateful. Of course, like a handbag is not something that I need. It's not something where I was gonna like beg anyone to buy it for me. It wasn't like that. It was just a very generous and kind gift, and I always appreciate it. But I do have help like that from my family, and I wouldn't be able to buy this stuff if it wasn't for them. So I don't have some type of magical job. Otherwise, I would tell y'all what it is, because I would want y'all to get hired too. Like, but I don't have some type of magical job. I really don't. And a lot of you guys are saying that I have it like, it seems like I have it like all together. I get like some DMs like that sometimes too, but I don't. I just want to let you guys know I'm just a 25-year-old trying to figure out life, kind of like everybody else. So yeah, that's my story. Oh, also one more thing I wanted to say to you about that. So when I was in LA, I moved to Phoenix like 7 months ago, but when I was in LA, I was working in sales for a debt relief company, and there I was actually making quite a bit more money than what I make now. So it did help too that I had savings from back when I worked there, because over like the last 2 years I wasn't really purchasing any designer bags. Like 2019, 2018, I didn't buy anything designer. I think I bought two pre-loved vintage Louis Vuitton bags, but they were not very high priced. I think the combination of the two of them totaled $600. So I wasn't spending money on bags back then. I was going through like a really rough time in my life, and I was really sad and depressed, and that's not something where I buy bags. I buy bags when I'm happy. So that helped too, because I had the savings from those years where I just wasn't buying anything happy because I wasn't happy. So that helps too. Okay, how do you wave your hair? And products in a tutorial would be nice. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on it one day. I feel like I still don't have finger waves all the way down. That's why I haven't done one. I feel like I'm not the best at them. Also, I don't really ever know what to do with the back of my head. So like the back of my head just never looks right. So I don't know if I should be given a whole tutorial, but I will tell you the products that I use. So first of all, I bleach my hair once a month, about once a month. I use ion cream bleach and 30 volume developer to do that, and I double process it. And then also I use Wella toner, but I kind of pick different ones all the time. So like I know everybody likes to use Wella T18. If you guys are familiar with like the bleaching process and toners, you know that's a popular one, but I tend to use Wella T10. And I believe the other one is T14. So I kind of switch back and forth. Sometimes I use T18. I just have like a whole bunch of toner in my bathroom, and I just kind of pick one. So I'm not really consistent there as far as the bleaching process goes, in case any of you guys were wondering. But the waves specifically, I use Eco Styler, the one that has the olive oil, and I use the Nairobi styling foam. And I just put the Eco Styler down, I put the styling foam down, and I use a rat tail comb to just go like back and forth with the waves, and then I tie it up in a little scarf and I let it dry, usually overnight. So yeah, that's kind of a general way of how I do it. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube on how to do it, and I know there's a lot out there, and those people are a lot better at doing it than me. So definitely go watch those, because I don't want to fail you. Okay, what's your opinion on the Louis Vuitton Alma PM? And PS, you look amazing. Oh, thank you. And my opinions on the Alma PM are, that's one of my favorite bags. It's one of my most used bags. I actually have two of them, and I don't have them with me right now. They're at my grandma's house. I gave them to her because she said well, first of all, because she has this old purse that she likes to use, and it's a Bagolini. If any of you guys know what that is, they have them all the time at TJ Maxx. It's called a Bagolini, and her and my mom love those for some reason. Like they love them. They're like little crossbody bags, and they have a ton of zippers on them, right? And they love those bags. So like she's had this one for like a really long time. It's this little purple bag, and like it is tired, and we keep trying to get her like, hey, like why don't you get like a cute new bag? Like we can go to the store, like let's do it. But she loves that little bag. And so I brought the two Almas that I have a red one and a black one. I brought them to her house, and I was like, please, like try using one of these. She hasn't used them yet, but it's fine. But yeah, I don't have them with me to show you guys, but they are in my handbag collection video. Both of them are in there. But that's the bag that I used to use for work when I would go into the office. It's one of my favorite bags, and I have them in epi leather. And I love the epi leather because it's super subtle. I feel like I'd be open to getting one in monogram if I felt like I needed that in my collection. I have too many bags that kind of fill that purpose already, but I do love the monogram one too. But epi leather is my favorite in the Alma PM. Okay, most wanted designer bag and shoe. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, I'm gonna start with shoe. This is gonna sound so weird because I already have this shoe, but I want more of them in different colors. Is the Manolo Blahnik Kangisi. I would wear those every day if I could. If it was an appropriate occasion to wear those every single day, I would. I wear them when I dress business casual for work. I wear them with jeans. I wear them all the time. So I'd probably, like, my most wanted shoe would be like the whole rainbow of those. That'd be my most wanted shoe. And then my most wanted bag, like a dream bag, I think would be like a crocodile Birkin 30 or something. Like I would want something like going for like dream bag. Like I want to shoot high. I'm gonna Google how much those cost. I don't even know. Like I don't even know how much they cost. Like I'm looking at like pre-loved just to see. I'm not like I'm about to buy it, but but just curious. I just feel like if you believe long enough, stuff will come to you. Okay, so the Real has a shiny crocodile Birkin 30 for $42,000. That's expensive. Wow. Not that I expected it to be any cheaper, but just still wow. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot for like the stars on that one. Like dream, let's dream. Like another question that I got that I get quite often is, are you single or are you dating? I am single, and I was dating before like COVID hit, and then I haven't been after that because there's not really anywhere to go. But I have like started trying to get out there, you know, like trying to mingle, all that stuff before all this happened. But first of all, like being new to a city, and second of all, being like within a pandemic, I haven't been dating now, but I do plan on it. Like I do plan on getting back on the little dating apps. I'll be on Hinge, boyfriend shopping, like, you know. So one day, you know, once we get back out there, one day. And those are all the questions. Hopefully I didn't take too long explaining everything, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. And also follow me on Instagram if you want to. I'll put my Instagram right here. It is SwanXDawn. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Somebody asked, what is your definition of love? And now I just got Young Love stuck in my head. Tell me how they gonna know about love. Telling me and you that we ain't even been around long enough. All right, bye.